interplay between the bass and the piano. Oh,
Tired of this?
tired.
Welcome, everybody. I had a little snafu there. All right, here's our music. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are The Way of the Leaf, and you are about to experience a first-time reader discussion based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I am currently hoping others don't notice my eyes.
And I'm Ryan's brother Dan, and I am a good Queens man, don't get me wrong. And we are The Way of the Leaf, and this is the LeafCast.
This is the LeafCast, yes, episode 17, yes.
Oh gosh, 17. 17 is a kind of an in-between year when you can't vote, but you can still drive, but you're not in college yet. 17's going to be a memorable one for us, Ryan.
I believe so. I'm getting senioritis. All right, nice. So this is the LeafCast, and we have a special guest. We have a special guest interview who's going to help scoop out the contents of Todd's massive brain and investigate it for us, for all it's worth. This man is a chef, a podcaster, a freaking commentator, a Tam joke enthusiast, and now I am happy to announce a Patreon sponsor. That's right, everyone. Once you're clapping, please don't balk. Let's give it your all for Malkier Talks. Oh, you like that? No.
Ryan, I'm proud of you.
Kick it. Yes. All right. Boom.
Oh, look at
guys.
Look at
Sorry.
Everyone is just, we interrupt every single person we interrupt reading, Ryan. Have you noticed that?
I'm feeling a trend is happening.
Well, hello,
guys.
Rob.
How you doing? It's good to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you. So we brought you on because you have something special going on, and we are involved, and it seems like a perfect time for us to kind of merge all together. Our shows are combining because this week we are hosting your Tam joke Polathon. So explain exactly what it is and what we're doing for you.
So yeah, as you mentioned, I do daily Tam jokes on Twitter, and I've been running a competition to find the best one. I took the 64 most liked, and we've been running polls, and we're at the quarterfinal stage, which you guys are hosting tomorrow for me on your Twitter. So
awesome.
That's
Cool. Let's bring in our first time reader and then continue the discussion. Dan.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. That was my cue. I thought he was just popping in. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who we're talking about. Rob, you know who we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, at home, quietly applaud for our first time reader named Todd. Oh gosh!
As well.
Hey,
Once again,
when you get to a period. Oh, hello, Todd.
I think Todd
Hello,
was cramming
brother
for the
Dan.
test. Todd, were you cramming for the test?
I just finished the last sentence. Chapter 39.
Guys, the four of us together seems like the cool. We should be like the Avengers. We're awesome. Oh, by the way, did you guys notice that Ryan and I have matching shirts?
Wow. Very cool.
Very
We
cute.
didn't plan it. I was actually upset to see this.
Oh no, I love it. We're team us.
Team us. Let's do a high five. Let's see if we can do this. High five.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah.
Super coordinated.
Super coordinated. Hey there, guys.
Should we make these guys take their shirts off because they don't have the official shirt on?
I don't know.
Oh, I think day one, Todd showed us his nipples. So
Yeah, I kind of let it all out.
his trip by go on, so on.
all right, well, shit, guys. As is tradition, whenever we have a guest on, I write a little song for him. And Rob, you of course are part of this as well. So as Ryan has described many times, whenever I actually sing a song and I play a guitar, I can't be on camera. I have to lay down on my back. It just doesn't work. I have a nervous tick. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay on my back, and Ryan, we're gonna do the song. You ready?
All right, everyone, watch the. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. All right.
Just like Kurt Cobain.
Just like
The only way to play.
let me do that just a little bit. So okay, that way. All right. Let's see. Ryan, can you kick? Yeah, let's kill that music just a second. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm like,
boom. I take requests.
His honey cakes are soft, not hard like rocks. His mastery over broccoli and celery stalks. He's much cooler than that rebel Guy Fawkes. He's our new best friend. Rob from Malkier talks.
Woo!
Yeah.
And then he comes up from the dead.
Yeah, let me put my guitar in that. Okay, let me.
It's really difficult. He would have way more gigs if he could get even into a seat, really. But no, he always. It's like some weird burlesque thing. He's always lying there playing the guitar.
It's Art Nouveau. I mean, you take it or leave it, buddy.
You used to busk a lot, but then they had those ordinances against lying down on the streets. So now no busking for you.
Well, I would just take my shoes off and say, just fill my boots. And then
Fill my boots.
Nice. So that was supposed to be reggae, and I stopped.
That was reggae?
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be, and then I fucked up. So, Rob, next time. Anyway,
it was like folk reggae. Folk
guys, I had
reggae.
like 45 minutes to do this. I really wanted to do reggae. In my head, it was Bob Marley, and then when I started doing it, I was like, nope, that ain't it.
Hey, brother Dan, we got a compliment. Saying we're looking great in our shirts.
Thank you.
I feel like Steve Jobs when he takes his tie off and he's doing like casual Friday.
I think it erases my double chin here, like it tucks me up here.
Can I get two in that case, please? Get rid of all the chins, you know.
Very nice, very nice. So, guys, we're here to talk about 2 chapters today.
Yes, sorry for the mishap. We said 3. We're doing 2.
Hey, it's no big deal. We're all good, right?
Oh yeah,
38's pretty big too, I think, right?
Yeah, these are pretty substantial chapters. Is there anything that we wanted to get to, Ryan, before we jumped into these?
Oh, I wanted to say that Malkier,
I just want to say hi.
If you have any,
go ahead.
If you invent any Tam jokes tonight, you could just say them audibly, or you can put them in the private chat, and I will put them up as a banner. So if you see right there, you have a private chat, and you can talk to me there, and I will post whatever you want. I want Tam jokes. I want instant Tam jokes, like on the fly, relevant to what we're talking about. All right?
I'm sure I can think of something. Don't you worry.
I know you can. I know you can.
Hey, just tamble on. All right. See, just like that. Just like that.
Don't be crazy, okay?
All right, so chapter 38 is a chapter called Rescue. We asked Todd last week what he thought this chapter would entail, and definitely he predicted that this would involve a rescue.
Heck yeah.
Well done, Todd.
Skills, yo.
I don't know how you pulled that out, but you certainly did. This was a continuation of the previous chapter where Nynaeve
Brother
was
Dan,
cutting.
Brother Dan, I think
sorry,
we
go
should
ahead.
take some credit from that. I think we should take some credit also. I think we help, bring out these amazing insights. So for Todd to be able to predict that rescue was
You
about a rescue,
definitely-
I think we're all a part of it.
Ryan, high five.
definitely
Ryan, high
fostered-
five again. Let's do it.
I'm going to get this.
That
done.
worked.
Hey,
I liked it.
chest bump.
I might pull something.
All right, I don't want you to do that. So yes, there is a rescue. This is a continuation of when Nynaeve was cutting the horses' lines, the picket lines, and suddenly all hell broke loose at the end of the last chapter. Here we have, just before that happens, though, Perrin is sitting. They are outside, tied up. Dark friends are in no need of blankets or shelter or anything. Everyone hates them. Everyone just hates them. They just hate him. Because Perrin did kill 2 dark friends, even though he doesn't remember this at all. He does have that, so however charming you are, if you kill 2 of my friends, I'm not going to really like you either. It's nighttime. Although he's tired as hell, because all they do is walk. They walk with like a rope around their neck, and their hands are tied behind their back. And Perrin is pretty sure if they were to trip over a rock or some shit, that the horse would just keep walking and just. How do you get up if your hands are tied behind your back and they're walking? That's just gonna kill you. So they're just walking in constant stress. He and Egwene are just constantly staring at the ground as they go. They kind of give these furtive, kind of bummed out glances at each other, but they don't want to stumble because that might be the end of them. They're on their way to Cambridge.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's way more
Seriously.
bleak than I wanted to admit maybe the first time go around, but now that I think really was getting into what that was and how much pain they're being put through, that was pretty bleak.
I think it might be even bleaker than what Matt and Rand were going through. Right?
Oh yeah.
They weren't tied up.
We just went through Matt's complete breakdown, and then
They're like
Rand's
being
complete
dragged by
breakdown.
their necks.
And they're
by
going off, and every
horses.
night they're being told that what the questioners are going to do to them. They're going to peel pieces of skin off them. They're going to question them with like pincers and hot irons and stuff. And they're told this almost nightly. This is like, hey, every step we walk is closer to that shitty outcome. Let's go, dark friend. And you can't even stop and take it. What if you're tired? Well, if the horse is walking, you're going to get choked and dragged and die. So you got to keep walking. It's a drag, man.
I
A
might
drag.
have
No
to
pun
change-
intended. Sorry. There, Rob.
I might have to change my opinion of these white cloaks.
What was your previous opinion?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't want to give away too much.
Okay.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
just say
so
I'm
but
changing it.
Well, let's go ahead and take their side for a second. They're on their way to Camelin. They apparently need to get there by an appointed time that isn't really defined yet in this chapter. But they need to get to Camelin by a certain time. And they're being slowed up by 2 murderers. And
Murderous dark friends.
Yeah, I don't know how long. It says there's 2 sinuous lines, but it's really, I guess there's like 200. I guess they say that the camp is about 200 white cloaks. So let's take 2. That was 1% of the. Everyone knew those guys that died then.
Let's just.
Right?
If everyone's heroes in their own stories and everyone's rational actors looking out for their own best interest, everything kind of makes sense. It's hard to begrudge them what they're experiencing because they are trying to save the world in their own way.
Yeah, how many white cloaks, like their horse got eaten by a wolf? They didn't do anything. But now they got to walk because their goddamn horse is eaten, and yeah, it's because of this dark friend over here who talks to wolves, yeah, I'm gonna kick him in the rib. Well, I mean, not me per se. I'm the way of the leaf, maybe, but I mean, I can see where that would be. I don't know.
And they have the light. They have the light on their side. It's kind of like a Bob Dylan song. You know, we got God on our side. They're like,
go ahead. No, keep going.
They're like, man.
No, sing it. No, I mean, keep going with the song.
Oh no, I can't remember
you
the
got
lyrics.
a line on your side. How's it go?
Sing.
I don't know it. I would do it.
All right, here it is.
We got God on our side. Yeah, I can't remember the lyrics.
Yeah. All right.
Beautiful.
All right. So
And
that's
then-
the White Cloaks. They have God on their side. Yes.
And they also have like that crazy, they're super skinny and super tough at the same time. What's that all about? Both of them, right? He's
Go
like,
on,
yeah.
Ryan.
No, I mean, just,
Yeah.
just to talk about how severe these people are. Anyway, I
So
don't know what that
none
point
of
is.
them would be trusty innkeepers. Is that what you're saying?
I don't trust any of them.
How about child buyer? How about being an old man called Child? Come on, man. Of course he's gonna be an angry dude. Yeah, it's
All right, and Dana Lou, who is saying that the White Cloaks didn't have to walk. It was only the remounts which were hamstrung. Interesting.
Okay.
The wolves were discriminating.
So they lost.
Well, be that as it may, I mean, there may have been a couple like precious horses where like people were like, no, not Steve. God damn it, Steve! I like that horse. Steve. Or whatever. Rob, what are you, so what are your thoughts about like what Perrin and Egwin are kind of going through? As it sounds like before we get to child buyer here,
It's rough.
Yeah.
Like there's physical torture during the day where they're just dragged along like cattle. There's mental torture at night. You're gonna be these hot pincers and
pincers. Yep.
yeah. I mean, just
Needles.
this is
piercing.
some messed up stuff, isn't it? It's like really just not cool. Like I don't think anyone could like the White Cloaks after this scene.
Correct.
And then-
I agree.
And then Perrin, he's like really freaking out about the questioners too, and saying that he doesn't know. He'll probably confess to anything just to make all this stop. And I guess the torture is like working on him. They want to break him, and that's like freaky, man.
Well, even though they haven't gotten to physical torture, this has been prophesized for them, saying, "Okay, once we get to Amador, you're gonna, buddy. You think that you're in a pain now?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna confess to anything." That's a real break of the will, pretty much, but a really human, understandable thing. That's not someone who's like in like the stories of the heroes. They're like, William Wallace. Do you have any last words? Freedom! And then they tear out his stomach and stuff. No, this is Perrin saying, got it. Hey, that's my second British. So I mentioned Guy Fawkes in the song, and now I've mentioned William Wallace. You're bringing it out in me, lad.
There we go. So
Are you pandering, or are you reaching it across the aisle?
Hey, no, Rob and I are mates. I don't know what you're talking about.
Inmates?
See, I'm even getting a little.
Inmates.
I'm even getting a little bit. I'm getting a little bit. All right. I'll shake.
All right, so
Back to
all right,
Back to
Rob,
America.
when he does his weird British voice, like where is he situated? What city is that?
Oh yeah, I wonder.
I don't.
I want to say it's a cross between like Liverpool and Barcelona. There's like a little
Bollocks.
Mexican in there, and a little Spanish in there.
That's interesting.
Fucking bollocks.
Bollocks,
I don't even know where that's from.
Oh, come on, man.
I know. Then
Come
was that
on,
Australian?
lad. Come on, lad.
That's
Come
like
on, boys. Come on, boys. I could
that
be
sounds
any
like William
footballer.
Wallace after the questioners have had a go at him.
There we go.
Oh,
Come
there
on,
you go.
boys. Eat my gizzards.
In
All right,
Dan's headcanon, that's how Tamathor talks to Rand.
Oi, lad.
like a football.
Tamal
city.
for is Scottish.
Oi, laddie. Yeah.
Hey, that boy. No.
Hey.
Yes, there's the boy.
Oi, Jimmy. Oh, that's the one, right? Oi, Jimmy. Don't Scots call mates Jimmy? Well, my friend does. My friend is Scottish.
There we go.
I think he's.
All right, Jimmy. All right. Anyways, so we are back in the camp. My accent is gone because parents in kind of he can't sleep. He's sore all over. They're cold. They're tied up. Egwin's leaned up against him, and even though he shifts, she doesn't even moan because she's just in the deep sleep. There's 2 guards apparently guarding them because another white cloak comes up and talks to him, and he recognizes right away it's Child Buyer. That yeah, fart buyer for sure.
Shame.
Yep.
Okay.
Fart. All right, let's try it again.
No.
All right, there you go. All right, so
Oh my God.
Child Buyer comes up, kicks parent, says, "Wake up!"
He's got his
There's a
axe
gimmick
too.
there. Yeah, he walks around with his axe. It seems like that's what he does now. He's got his axe, and starts kicking his prisoners to wake up. The Geneva Convention is an important document, and part of it does prohibit such things like kicking prisoners to wake them up, I think. However, we're not.
This is the way.
Yeah.
The White Cloaks, they didn't get that document, I don't think.
All right, so boys, talk to me about the conversation that Child Buyer has with parent.
This is really interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He pretty much says, "Hey, boy, you guys are slowing us up.
yeah.
We got to go here. We're not gonna make it with you." And tosses that little jagged rock down on the ground and says, "If you escape, we probably couldn't catch you. We couldn't even spare an hour looking for you. I bet you would just run away. It would be great, huh?"
Yeah, I mean, do you trust this? I mean...
Yeah, this was high stakes for Perrin. A high stakes moment, man. He's got to make a decision. He was starting to freak out too, like not knowing what to do. He's kind of trying to think through all the things that's happening. Meanwhile, Buyer has death decided in his eyes. I guess that's quoted. Death decided.
Right. That's what Perrin had interpreted as well. He even interpreted the 2 guards as seeming tense and ready to spring. So I mean, so you think that was true, or do you think that was just Perrin just saying, "Oh, wait," and being indecisive, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was Buyer trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing. He doesn't like Perrin. He's a dark friend. He wants to kill him. He just wants to get to Camelin. Or he wants to follow it. He wants to make his Lord Captain happy, I guess. That's what he calls it, the Lord Captain's dilemma, kind of.
Right. And he seems like he has a lot of respect. And that's the Lord Captain that we met earlier. Is Bornhold is the Lord Captain, the one who had kind of interviewed him. And so we learn why they're being kept alive, more or less. They have heard of men running with wolves. In fact, they heard about the movie with Kevin Costner called Dances with Wolves, but they haven't seen either of them.
They're like, we gotta see this guy. Yeah.
And so they were bringing Perrin and a DVD copy of the 1987
They're
movie
like, wait, is
Dances
this
with
Kevin
Wolves.
Costner?
All right, yeah, you're right. All right, you're right. All right, so they were bringing Perrin back to Amador to be questioned specifically about this phenomenon. It seems that's what, according to Lord Child Buyer, Lord Buyer. Jeez, Child
All right,
Buyer.
so I'm going to interrupt real fast. Let me say something real quick. First off, we have a question. Parent is particularly repulsed by and fearful of Buyer. What are your thoughts on him? Is he evil or a dark friend? Question mark.
This is really interesting, actually, because Perrin, I mean, it's going to come up a little later, I guess. But he really senses like no emotion and no hate in Buyer. So I think he's like tapping into his like wolf senses somehow. And he's like kind of sussing like who Buyer is. And he's really freaked out by him. He's like, wow, he just wants to kill. And it reminds me of like a Trolloc or something. Like how Trollocs, right? They're just like wound for evil. And so I was thinking, I was like, whoa, is this guy like something, I don't know, is he something else? I'm like, and they always explain him, his physical feature as like skeletal. He's like super skinny and like, so that
His
makes me
eyes
think
are like
he's-
sunken caves. He's gaunt.
And that makes me think that's like the description they use for like dark friends, or like sometimes, right? They're kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. So I'm back and forth on what Buyer is.
Buyer reminds me that phrase, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. And Buyer doesn't even have hate, it seems. He's just, they're nothing. It's just they're just a burden, and a burden that why keep them around, kind of.
Oh, and everybody, Death Decided is not a band name that's taken. I Googled it, so it's open.
Nice.
Everyone makes a joke about there being a band name, and I thought, hey, I'm just going to actually verify. It's open, guys. Take it. Death Decided. Start your band.
Nice
I imagine you
dark
should
metal
wear
band.
dark clothes.
Well, no, or very nice silk. I mean, all the dark friends we've seen are pretty pimped out. I mean, they got velvet slippers, homie.
Velvet
They're not wearing dark.
slippers.
They're, come on.
You're right. You're right. You are right.
All right, so Buyer gives his, I guess, his proposition, and says he calls it, quote, idle speculation, end quote. But Perrin is like, well, what the fuck? This is the guy who hates me. Yeah, I killed two of his best friends, probably. He wants me dead. He wants me dead. He wants me dead. Wait a minute. He wants me dead. Well, hold on. And then he starts looking around saying, oh, shit, this is just an excuse to get me dead.
Yep. Perrin figures it out.
He looks at Buyer. Buyer's like, so he figures that. So what do you think was gonna happen, like right that instant? Like, so he dropped the rock. Was he gonna walk away and let Perrin like cut his bonds? Was he? What do you think was the plan right there?
I thought it was gonna be like the Eggman and him run, and then try to like kill him, and then there would be like a chase, but then like I thought, you know, the wolves would come in and like help him. That's what I was like thinking, but we're about to find out what happened.
Well, we're right. So,
But that's what I was thinking in the initial moment when I was reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be nuts. Like, you know,
right.
he's
So
gonna
what
let
he
him
says,
run, you know, and yeah, it's just gonna be crazy.
yeah. So he looked at, so he gets this blast in his head. Blam, blam. Help comes, mother
Said it's
brother.
A clear burst of light in the midst of chaos. I love that
Nice.
one.
Yes.
Nice. And that chaos, I imagine, is all like the befuddlement that's going on with this whole situation, right?
Yeah.
Him going, okay, this offer, this guy, blah, blah. And then bam, help comes. And what does he first do immediately? Elias? What about him? And he gets like this instant like flash of Elias. See, I imagine him lounging like this in front of a fire, on needle beds, it said, tending a wound in his side.
Right.
So, and he's like, oh shit. Oh, Dapple's alive. Elias is alive. And his face kind of gets into like this awesome grin. He's like, oh shit, my friends are back. My friends are back.
And then Bayer picks up on it. He's like, what are you thinking? Like, what thought just came into your head, right? That was crazy.
Right. So I got to ask, Brother Dan, did you do that with your face?
Which, tell me.
Did you go
when he broke into a grin? Yes.
Yeah. Were you about to confess? Were you about to just break and just start spilling just anything just to make the torture stop? And then all of a sudden,
and it said also, yeah, I did actually quite a few of these faces. It also said that panic fled across his face, followed by relief, and I did that as well. Yeah, I did that.
All right.
So, you guys, this is. I should be on a couch. So Doc, what does that mean? I only sympathize with when they're in such pain. Anyway.
I'll do the couch thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, we have an
we
have an alert. We have a Tam joke specifically invented by From Here Comes. What was Perrin's toughest moment with the White Cloaks? When he was stuck between a rock and Bayer's face. Yes.
Well done.
I've been trying to think of one the whole time, and I'm like, but I can't make it spoilery either. So,
yes, that is the challenge. I come up with, guys, everyone at home, there are like 20 times more jokes coming out of my head, but they're all spoilers. So I just got to keep them in. Got to keep them in.
Ryan, I've done a couple sound effects. Have you heard them at all?
No.
If not, that's fine. Okay. No sweat.
Now we will.
Okay. Well, let me.
We're set now. There we go. There we go.
All right. There we go. All right, we're back, baby. All right. I didn't think you heard it, so thank you.
Everyone, check your Discord.
Oh shit, my phone.
So announcement: Dusty Wheels on again.
Stop. So here's the line. It says, Bayer opened his mouth, and as Perrin waited for sentence to be pronounced, things began to happen too fast for thought. So sentence to be pronounced. Do you think he was going to just get killed right then? And then they were going to cut the ropes and then pretend that that rock was... I mean...
Am
I leading the witness? I'm sorry.
A little bit. But we lost you. Start again, Todd.
Are you listening to the wind? No. Oh, you didn't hear me?
No.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be really bad. I thought it was going to be really bad for Perrin right there.
Right.
Nope.
So, as soon as suddenly things start happening too fast, the two guards suddenly, one of them disappears. The other one makes like a stifled cry, and I try to go. It sounded pretty much like I did in my garage when I was like, and
did your kids run in and think you're having a stroke?
Nope. It was that quiet.
Nice. Stealth.
Stealth, yes.
It says 1 minute there were two dim shapes. The next, the night swallowed one of them. There was a solid. So it pronounced this, Todd. TCHUNK. A solid.
Oh. Thwack. What?
Thunk.
Thunk.
UNK.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thunk.
All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry.
And he toppled over like a felled tree. Byers badass. Byers swings. Parents acts like a superstar, and Perrin just kind of like Matrix. It's like shh. He just kind of goes back. Shh. And Rand's like, oh man, he must have felt the wind from that. Yeah, very nice. Byers' eyes get all wide as he's like, oh, I'm off balance. And Land just pop, 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 pop. Punch, just beats him up. Just beats him up. Punch, 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 punch.
It was hands and feet in rapid succession.
Punch, 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 punch.
Robert Jordan says.
Punch, 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 punch.
I know there's feet in there.
Yeah, hands and feet.
And kick machine. Punch, punch, punch.
Sorry.
No, very good.
It's got to be in rapid succession, though.
I like, yeah. Conor McGregor, and he's like, oh, fucking A. Drink my proper 47 whiskey, would ya? Or whatever. It says,
guys, like and subscribe, everybody.
Yeah.
Really, this is high quality content we're giving you.
Smash that like button.
And to Malkier Talks as well. Let's throw Malkier Talks in there, baby.
Throw him under the bus too.
No, put him on the top. No, he's from.
Be sure to smash our like button and subscribe to our channel.
They got double decker buses. They got outdoor. It says, then the darkness invading the light became Lan, cloak swirling through shades of gray and black as he moved. That's right when he beat up Buyer. But until then, he was the night and he was darkness. Darkness invading the light became Lan. Pretty cool. What do you think about this little beat up scene?
I loved it, man. Just thinking about, I mean, we see Lan Warder moves in action for the first time, really, I think.
Yeah, we heard about it. We heard them talking
heard
about it in Emmons Field.
We had seen that he's a good tracker, more or less. That's what we've seen with like our own eyeballs. Yeah. But we haven't seen him beat anyone up, really.
Sorry.
Oh my.
Sorry. That was Lan fighting. Yes. Sound effects fail. My bad. Never again.
We can do a sound effects battle off.
Nope. That's not good. Nope.
All right. Right, you're right.
This has got to stop.
Okay.
All right.
Whoa, Nelly. Bring those reins back in.
But, guys, another amazing announcement, everybody. We have a Tam joke. Where is it?
Talk to me, baby.
Nope. All right, here it is. Do you want to... Why does Elias prefer being with wolves instead of people? We come.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Penis. This is not a show for children. This is not a show for children.
Penis.
All right. Yes, that's a beautiful joke. All right. If that doesn't give us 2 subscriptions. Yes. All right. Oh no.
All right. So they are relieved to see Lan. Egwin's like, "Oh God, I didn't even know you were alive." And Lan kind of smirks it off. He's like, I do. He's like, "Not yet. The water's deep whisper was tinged with amusement. They ask if
so
they
awesome.
killed the buyer and the people, and he's like, nope. I don't kill unless I mean to.
Too cool.
He's got
Badass.
skills.
So wait,
Yeah.
now, just, do you think that's kind of a good policy to be had right now? What do we?
I think that's the best policy is not to kill unless you really mean to. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, like these guys they fucked Perrin up royally. Like this guy takes his shirt off and he is like he's like, oh, just because I'm a fucking behemoth of musculature, I'd have broken ribs all over the place. Like it's horrible what he's going through. Like
Yeah, it's like whipping a cow or something.
I'm gonna say right now,
snap that little spindly ass neck.
if Perrin doesn't describe himself exactly the way you just described it, Ryan, in the show, I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, just
Totally.
that was just a beautiful line. It
Thank
was
you.
so well delivered. Yeah, it has to be. That's how we described him.
Totally.
So
But
Land
those are
advises
two,
them.
real quick though,
Go
those are really, we've seen two moments that the shows, those actors are going to be able to flex their chops. Hopefully they're going to live up to it. Like Perrin realizing that the wolves are alive. That's a non-verbal, that's just going to be all method acting. And now we have Lan, that's going to be classic when she's like, oh, I thought you were dead. And he's like, not yet. But there's like that, it's going to be great. Not yet, with a hint of joy. And then later on, he has just like one of my favorite Lan moments ever is coming up. We'll get to that. And also, guys, ladies and gentlemen, after our 10-minute break, when we get into the second chapter, we have a special game we're going to do. We have a Mad Libs. Yes, we have a Watt-themed Mad Libs that Malkier Talks has been so kind enough to participate in. Yeah,
We are doing
and
that.
this is the longest stream. Yes, and yes. I'm like, where's that
I didn't
shit
know how long
stopping?
it was going.
All right, yeah. So, if Dan's eyebrows aren't enough to stick around for it, we got some Mad Libs coming up. All right, so
I'll bring more jokes.
Oh yeah, and we have spontaneous jokes from Rob. Again, these are spontaneously produced right out of that beautiful cranium of his.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Land.
And of course,
Fantastic.
there is Gravel to listen to and his beautiful insights to the books, obviously.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. And Rob did name us here.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, so guys, I put background music on because Todd's voice is so soothing. I hear that our fans are just falling asleep, or just finding themselves lying in a chronic stupor, just lulling themselves to the dulcet tone. So I had to put some music in there. We're spicing it up.
I'm here to answer your questions.
The waterfalls down your neck.
Welcome to the ASMR segment of the show.
Your eyelids are very heavy.
You will donate all your money to LeafCast.
All your money.
Ryan accepts weed too.
And we.
Yes. Cash or weed only. No credit card or checks.
Shame.
All right, so
Todd really
Shame.
likes IPAs.
I'm sorry, guys. It's medicine.
all right, so Lamb beats up the guards and buyer. Pow, pow, pow. Ninja punch, kick. Wah, wah, pow. Done. Didn't kill him. Didn't mean to, so they're alive. Land only kills when he wants to, baby. He frees the prisoners, Perrin and Egwin, with one cut. Tells them to go get Perrin. Go get some cloaks. Get some of them white cloaks, cause shit's about to go down, boy. Perrin,
This is unprecedented, Dan. I gotta interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No.
The jokes are flying in.
Oh my gosh.
These are jokes. This is Dean Moxley in the chat. Why is Mistress Alvier still in love with Master Alvier, even though he's super portly? Which I take. I'm offended by that, Dean.
Super Portly. That's my Marvel name.
Okay, Dan, Google
Super
that.
Portly.
Google that. Is Super Portly a band name? Got to Google it. All right, so the answer is because he loves eating her honey cakes. Yes. And by honey cakes, I think he means
Penis.
Dean, I love that joke.
Excellent.
that's beautiful,
Let
Dean.
me use that. I need to use that joke, please. Tell me, Dean. Let me know if I can use that joke. on my
Jesus.
Twitter. I love that joke.
Dean dominated me in the fantasy football league, and now he just dominated the chat.
He just
Living
kills
large.
life. Everything Dean touches, he just kills. Oh man!
He's
All right.
giving me like 5 belts he chooses from every morning. Which belt am I
Fantastic.
going to wear today?
Yeah.
This
Which
championship
champion?
belt?
Yeah, which one am I? What
This
champion am I
gaudy ass
today?
plastic belt? Nah.
All right.
All right.
So he goes and he takes. Perrin gets a couple of the white cloaks from the people. He feels a little squidgy. Wallany. How would you describe his feeling, Rob? That he feels trying to get the white cloak off a buyer. Give me a word.
Squeamish,
Squeamish. Okay.
Prickly. It feels
Prickly.
prickly. Yeah, uncomfortable.
prickly.
So let's combine those words. Squickly. Squimlishly. Squicklish. All right. So he feels both of those things as he's taking the cloak off of the fire. But he does get it off. Buyer's out cold. Buyer's knocked out, buddy. As are the other two. He gets 2 cloaks and is like blind. Suddenly he doesn't know where the fuck he is. He's like, he can't, without the cloak on, he can't even see Buyer, who he just took the cloak off of. He can't see anything until Land's like, hey, buddy, over here. And he kind of follows him and like almost runs into him and says, all right, follow me. And is like following them and waits. They wait. And then suddenly, boom.
Shazam!
Boom. Shit hits the fan. Everything starts going nuts. Land was like soon, very soon. And I wonder if he actually was able to sense it was coming, because it was pretty much immediately after that the light just took over the night. And there's a couple really cool lines in here. But tell me about this, Todd.
Yes, it broke the night, exploding the ground, setting fire to things, horses fleeing, chaos.
Another one is lightning came like hail, so that the night flickered as if the darkness were coming in momentary flashes. That is just constant brightness with just momentary flashes of darkness.
Yep.
Nuts.
That's a scene. That's a scene in Platoon, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Something like that.
All right. Here's a question from the Discord. Do you think Perrin and Egwin could have escaped alive without help? And that's from Dana Lou, and I'll say it only once.
Well, going back to what I initially thought, like right before, Perrin gets the message from Dapple, I did think, I was like, oh my gosh, Perrin might be able to pull that off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's how much
Perrin.
hope I have in Perrin. Damn it. And I felt like the wolves would come in and help him somehow. So I don't know. He's got a lot of magic on his side, I think.
So when he hears
Wait.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Dan. I want to explore that a little bit. He
No, go
has a
ahead.
lot of magic on his side.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Tell me more about that.
Wait, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Who's that guy over there?
Okay, whoa.
Who's that guy over there?
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Okay.
I have a little magic.
But wait, who's that guy over there?
That's Rob. Say hi. She's asking who you are, Rob.
Yeah. Hey.
That was my daughter, Francesca. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We
Yay!
We will corrupt each and every person that watches. So go ahead and bring her in, baby.
All right. She really likes. She loves the puppets, by the way.
All right, so talk to me about this.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power on his set. Just the wolf senses, I think. You know, the wolf powers. So, initially when I was reading it, you know, I thought if Bayer let him go, that he would actually have like a fighting chance.
So to that end then, Todd, what do you think when he got this flash that says help comes? What was that referencing?
Oh yeah, that was, you know, Dapple, you know, sending his that was the wolf communication, telepathicness.
Mm-hmm. So the wolves were coming.
Yeah.
Were they talking about land or were they talking about the wolves?
Ah, that's a good question, actually. I didn't think about that. I guess they could have been like nearby. But then again, Land said that he saw wolves, and wolves seemed like they knew. Oh wait, wolves wanted to be seen. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Hey, Todd. So, we have a question in the chat. When can Francesca start reading Wheel of Time?
Francesca is 7. She's learning how to read, and I'm gonna ask my 11-year-old though, Lucia. She is a super sharp reader.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna get her started, I think, on this book. I think she'll dig it.
Sweet. Read it to her.
Run, bitch!
What?
We'll see.
I'm at.
My man!
There we go.
Oh.
I like to report a perverted pedophile cyberbully. Wow, that's really interesting.
All right. So
Moving on. No.
shit starts going off. They sneak through with their white cloaks on. They sneak through the camp. Within all the chaos, they aren't even noticed at all. Suddenly, all the distant noise is in the background. The lightning and the thunder kind of stops. And Perrin is kind of sightless again until he kind of runs into where Moraine is waiting for them with a couple horses.
And I thought it was going to be naive. I was like, oh no.
Right,
Anyways,
and so did
keep going.
so did Moraine, because Moraine was pretty peeved. She's like,
Yeah.
Nynaeve isn't back. I don't think she made good choices. And Land's like, what? Bam, and goes to go. And Moraine's like, nope. And what is so? I have it here, unless you have it there. What she, how she holds Land.
I got it right here.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Some things are more important than others. You know that. And then this one, oh my gosh, I don't know.
So the water did not move, and her voice hardened again. Go ahead.
Remember your oaths. Alan Mandragon, Lord of the Seven Towers. What of the oath? Diadem, Battle Lord of the Malkier. Did I get it right?
All right. Talk to me,
Nice.
baby. No, you did great. So talk to me. What the fuck?
Is this where Rob? Is this where you get? Is Malkier? Is this where you get it?
Yeah, baby.
Well done,
wait to-
Todd.
Lord
This
of
is
the
the link.
Malkier.
Yep.
So there was a lot of names right there. I probably just slaughtered.
No, I think you did fine.
But to great comedic effect.
Yes. Are you right there, Ryan?
Oh, cramping up.
I really like Mandragoran. Mandragoran.
Yeah.
Sounded good to me, buddy.
Mandragoran.
Yeah.
Say that.
Mandragoran. So,
Mandragoran. So you're saying Rand is a man in drag?
I think, is that what land is? Land a part of this? I don't know.
Oh, there's got to be a joke there, surely.
So let's talk about this whole scene. So Lan was gonna go back to get Nynaeve, it seems, right? And Moraine says don't. And Lan doesn't really move. He still like kind of gives her the side eye. He's like, "Burp."
Yeah.
and she needs to like call him on his oats before he like kind of yields to Moraine's words, it seems, right?
Totally.
So what up?
This is really interesting. I think this goes into the Aes Sedai and how the warder and Aes Sedai are bonded, and she could just name drop, call him by his full name like a parent would call their child.
Yep.
And but I
well,
think,
go ahead.
Maybe I think Lan maybe just kind of has a thing for Nynaeve.
Okay. Well, it says here. It says here. Lan's standing like a wolf from Dapple's pack.
Wait,
am I here? Can you hear me?
No. Todd lost us, but let's just. I just want to pause and reflect.
Yeah.
Lan just ran. Todd just said that he thinks that Lan might have a thing for Nynaeve.
Yep.
I heard that.
Let's just sit on that for a second and move on.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Good moment
Go
of
ahead.
silence.
Move on. What else?
All right. Oh, actually. And the hits just keep on coming. Here we have another joke from Rob from Malkier Talks. Why is Batman the first aged legend of Malkier? Because Lan is the Dark Knight rising in the White Cloaks camp. I'm Landman.
Let him go.
I'm Landman.
Let him go. That's awesome.
I'm Landman.
Oh, wait.
I'm Batman.
Oh, good one.
Yep.
Thank you. All right.
Good,
So Lan freezes based on Maureen's words. And then suddenly the bush bursts out. Two horses come in, and it is Nynaeve. So Bella burst out.
Thank you.
Egwin's like, Bella, I love you. Hi, pretty girl. And so Nynaeve gets there, is like walking past to go hug Egwin. Egwin's like, oh yeah, you too, Nynaeve, but Bella, yay, and Nynaeve. Oh, what a cool thing too. They go to hug, and Lan kind of stops Nynaeve in like some firm grip, kind of gives some. They share some eye contact, and
here we go.
Yeah, look at those eyes. Oh, geez, look at them eyes.
You're not winning a staring contest against him.
No way. And I'll spill my guts at a tavern.
And let's all remember, it is the Way of the Leafs headcanon that anytime Lan goes into a bar, he's very pleasant and everyone loves him. And that's why he gets all the information. He can't.
He's a total chatty Cathy, warm.
So they reunite. So guys, this is a joyful time. We now have Moraine, Lan, Nynaeve, and Perrin and Egwin. And Nynaeve didn't even know that Egwin was there, guys.
Bonus.
Oh, right.
She was like, oh gosh, oh yeah, that's great. You're here too, because she never really talked about you, but I really hoped. But that seems to be a surprise to Nynaeve as well. Maureen's like, we gotta go. We gotta bolt. Keep your cloaks. We're gonna go. Perrin is kind of creeped out by the cloak he has. He thinks it might, just in general, he's like, God, I hope this cloak isn't Byers. Shit, I hope I gave her Byers. I don't want to wear Byers. And later on, he kind of experiences like a little PTSD when they go to like burn it. He like doesn't even want to touch it, and then goes and hides in a corner and just kind of sits. It's really sad. This is horrible. And we see that when they eventually do stop, Nynaeve asks to heal him. He takes off his shirt, and he is fucked up. He has bruises on top of bruises and on top of bruises. And like you said, Ryan, it's like hitting a strap of beef or cow or something. The only thing that protected his ribs from being broken is just his, thick
slabs.
manly. This core, baby. It's the core.
Mighty muscles.
Wait, let me read this passage.
I want to hear your Arnold Schwarzenegger. Can you please again? Come on. 3, 2, 1, and action.
Look at my mighty muscles.
Ooh, yes.
I have no idea what that was.
Very good. No, that was Austrian for sure.
Look at my thick
push
slabs.
your comfort zones. That's what this whole thing's about.
I crush walnuts between my thighs.
All right, so Ian Harris in the chat says, sounds like these guys are up for a JordanCon 2021 man drag competition. So that's 5 of us now. And that brings me to... We got another joke that is right in line with this. Here we go. Did you know why they call Al Land Man Draggerin an uncrowned king? Because secretly he's a queen.
My man.
Fantastic.
I think that's the best one.
Penis.
Wow, is very nice.
High five.
Look, brothers.
And Ian Harris is, yes, it is a free country. All may enter.
Oh, hold on. I have a drum roll.
To me, Mario.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Come on, man.
Subscribe to this lunacy and enjoy this every week.
Oh my gosh. These sound effects derail and helps. Oh,
hi, Rob. What is that?
Yeah, this is Rob on Rob violence right here. Rob on Rob violence. Which Rob is going to win?
All right, so let's talk about Nynaeve's healing a little bit. Nynaeve rubbed some like juicy juice. This is some. I think she was the first creator of Icy Hot.
This will be kind of like a steamy little scene, I think. Maybe.
Oh, hold on! I have a sound effect for that.
It's not as funny when you.
Right.
Oh, did you hear me?
Describe it, Todd. Tell us about the scene, Todd.
Nope.
It's gonna be a steamy scene. Right. She's gonna be rubbing oils all over his thick slabs.
So you think it's gonna be like a lingering kind of thing, like where you hear little slow sax?
Possibly. There might be some.
All right, so
sax.
This is a great question because this is what I was getting at, because his bruises kind of just kind of disappear. It seems like she does really, really awesome in her healing, And she's like, well, what are you, shocked? Go and talk to her next time. He's like, no, I'm just glad, which was a cool response. But it seemed like they were both a little surprised. So, Ryan, what was that question that you had popped up?
Did Nynaeve use the one power to heal Perrin or just her ointment?
Damn fine question. I don't know. I think it's probably a little bit of both. I don't know. Or maybe it's more of the one power. Because I know Moraine senses the one power, and Nynaeve also. I believe that was in the previous chapters. So, yeah.
I think what she advised was to
Smoke weed every day.
The way of the leaf.
Okay. All right. So, and
Good question. Good question.
Good question.
These have been great
Thanks, Eddie.
questions.
So as Nynaeve is about to get up, she like stops and she grabs Perrin's head and she stares into his eyes, peels back his eyelids, and then starts feeling his forehead, feeling his cheeks. She's like, "Well, you don't have a fever. You would have. I don't know why you would have this yellow eye fever, but but your eyes are yellow.
Your
like,
irises
what do you mean?
are yellow.
Your irises are yellow." And then Moraine's like, yellow eyes. Like
She's like, what the what?
Yeah, she grabs his head, she peers into it, and she's like, I did not see this happening. This is So talk to me about this, guys. Rob and Todd.
Well, Todd, when did that start? When did it start?
Oh, the yellowing of the iris?
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably started before that. Maybe during, like, while he was being dragged by horses back by the White Cloaks. I think it was a gradual thing.
Oh, okay. So the White Cloaks, part of their hatred of him, they saw him with yellow eyes, and he just can't see his own eyes, so he had no idea.
Possibly, I think.
Okay.
I think it started happening. Yeah, like way back, just gradually. I don't know.
Interesting and entertaining.
So okay. And then Moraine kind of so let's talk a little bit about Moraine's reaction.
So she says
she's quite shocked.
She's shocked, but she also but keep going. Go on.
She says there was no foretelling this. Something ordained to be woven or a change in the pattern. If a change, by what hand? The wheel weaves as the wheel wills. It must be that. It's kind of a big moment, I think.
Correct. And we'll just go on. Nynaeve's asked, can you heal it with like your juju special juice magic? And she's like healing? I'll just quote it. Quote, healing? Moraine smiled. Healing can do nothing about this. It is not an illness, and it will not. She hesitated briefly. She did glance at Perrin then, a quick look that regretted many things. The look did not include him, though, and he muttered sourly as she turned back to Nynaeve. I was going to say it will not harm him, but who can say what the end will be? At least I can say it will not harm him directly. Little sidestep of the whatever it was, but Moraine is not. It wasn't like no. This is fine. This is all good. She's like, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
shrug.
The parent, isn't it?
Right.
When I first read this, I was like, what's going to happen to Perrin? Like,
yeah.
What is this going to get him into? That's kind of what it implied to me.
So what do you think? What do you think this will get him into, and what does it imply, Todd? Is this? And he talks with Lan later about it, and we'll get into it in just a second. But do you have any? What are your thoughts about this Wolf Brotherhood now that his eyes are starting to turn yellow?
Yeah, he's definitely marked now as kind of an animal. I mean, like if he's seen by White Cloaks or, the Aes Sedai or the Questioners or anybody, they're going to see that, he has these yellow irises. So it's kind of I think it's a burden. It's going to be a burden for him. And get him
it's not
into
really
a lot
something
of
you
trouble.
can hide, is it?
Yeah. I guess, they didn't have
Oakley's? Oakley's with like the rainbow. Oh, I'm sorry. With like the rainbow.
or the colored contacts back then, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, is this what inspires color contacts? Dude,
Did they even have mirrors? I mean, did people even know what they look like?
Oh man, that's
whoa, man. All right.
That's a good question. Whoa.
Okay, so his yellow eyes. Maureen kind of says, "Who knows?" She bails, and Lan is kind of squatting across the fire, just staring at Perrin. Staring at Perrin. Staring at Perrin. Staring at Perrin. We're all staring at Perrin. Perrin is staring. So Perrin finally says, "You know what this is?" And Lan's like, "Yep. Not a lot of it, but yep. I know. Yep, I do. Did you have a guide, or did this just happen?" So he's heard about people guiding people into this step. And he mentions Perrin mentions Elias Manchurin.
Yes.
Lan knew him, taught him much about
Sword
heart and mind or whatever, and sword and
the blight.
Yep.
He taught him about the blight.
So what do you think about that connection?
That was super awesome. Just to think that Elias was Lan's, instructor. That's pretty
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
He's like Obi-Wan to Darth Vader.
Okay. Obi-Wan to Darth. To Anakin.
I'm sorry. Did we just equate Lan to Darth Vader?
I did. Ouch. But they're still good, and they're still good in Darth Vader.
Does this mean we're getting some sort of long lost son come and rescue Lan from the darkness?
Oh my gosh, possible. Who knows? There might be something like that.
This is my kind of wacky theory. I like this.
I didn't think about that. Wow.
All right.
Elias
is
Lan's dad? No.
Oh shit. I'm Lan Manchurin. My dad ran off with wolves. God damn it.
Such an
I mean,
asshole.
most dads run off with another woman. No, my dad ran off to be with wolves.
Wolves.
So we do hear mention of the Red Aja having trouble with Elias.
Yes.
And there's not really, it's not defined what the trouble was, but we do see that Lan for the first time looks beyond his stony, grim self. And there were 2 drinking opportunities. He did look grimmer than usual in one, and his voice was stony in another. So let's go ahead and have just one drink now. If you have one, go ahead, everyone. Let's have a drink because of the Lannerisms.
Lan. To Lan.
But there's talk about whether this wolf connection is a part of the dark, and Lan is not really sure. He says, I don't think so. A lot of people think so. I think they're wrong. But you know,
he says something really interesting. The actual
go ahead.
quote, Land says, "Not in itself, no. The power, something about the power and how it's older than the Dark One, or something, or power before the Dark One. It's like old and lost before the Dark One was found, or something." That was like freaking blew me away right there.
So what?
Man's got nards.
So how do you interpret that? What is that saying?
Just that the wolf power is ancient power. It kind of reminds me of the stuff in Shadar Logoth.
Well, it says it was before the Dark One was found.
Right. So I don't. Yeah, that blows me away. Like,
okay,
that just goes to an ancient, past, the ancient power.
Okay, right on, cool.
And it gives me hope too that it's not like, evil or pure evil, or a part of the Dark One's, evil ways.
Malkier, what are your thoughts as far as like Lan and Elias? What do you think they were like together?
I feel like they were drinking buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see them out, going around Tavern, hitting the bars, chasing some tail. And Elias took it too seriously. Elias just took it too seriously. But well, there's just a completely off-the-cuff joke for you there, people.
Beautiful.
The first time that Lan had any inkling that something was up is they would pass someone, and Elias is like, "She's in heat."
Go get her. That one.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. See that one there in the grey fur? No, not the one in the fur coat. The one with the fur.
Yep.
Shame.
Yep. She's in heat. And Lan's like, "What are you even talking about?" He's like, "Oh,
this one?
I don't know. I'm getting weird images in my head." All right.
I can see it. Yeah.
So they conversation gets back to, so where's Rand and Matt? And Nynaeve's like, well, she says they're in Camelin. She says we'll find them if they're there. She says blah blah blah. She's stupid and she's a big butt face and she is not my friend. Yeah, more or less, right?
A big butt face.
Yeah, big butt face. Yeah. So Lan's like, yeah, we gotta find your friends. We gotta find your friends. The butt faces are. So we gotta find them. They don't have the protection of an Ice Die. We have. So Perrin and Egwin's situation has gotten better because suddenly they have a magic person with them. They have the protection not only of Moraine, but they have Lan who can beat up 3 people in the dark, no problem.
They've got Batman. They're cool. It's all good now.
But Lan is pretty concerned about the boys.
Thank you, Todd.
And he does say it ends with he's like, yeah, but we can find them. He's like, but can't you find them in time? If the Dark One is strong enough to take a hand himself, time is running out. You pray we find them in Camelin, Blacksmith, but we may all be lost.
It may be the end of ages, end of time itself, the end of the world.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead, go back to that. So so when they're talking around the fire, Lan gets a little nihilistic.
Yeah, he lays it down.
So so he says, who knows what? Yeah, go ahead and let's talk about that. Do you think that he's right?
Yeah, he's speculating. I like what he says, the barriers between what is and what was, between what is, what will be. I don't know. Lan's getting like...
He gets esoteric here.
No, but then he gets that crazy look in his eyes, and he looks like maniacal, and it's described as he's laughing at the foot of the gallows. And then he turns around and he's like, but don't worry about it, guys. You're with friends.
and he's like, eyes sparkled merrily. You know, not for us.
Yeah, suddenly he grinned, but his grin was as dark as a scowl. His eyes sparkled merrily, laughing at the foot of the gallows.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. Good
So
time
we
to
do
take
have
a
gallows, which means that there are public executions, right? We do have at least a gallows.
Yep.
And we have prayer, because he does ask Perrin to pray. He asked him twice, actually.
Oh, really?
I mean, all right, well,
I have a question.
I need a beer break. Okay.
These are charted territories.
Oh, so
oh no, go ahead.
Just my quick question. He said that all may be lost if we don't find the two in Camelin. Does that suggest that Perrin is not important anymore? Because Moraine wanted to rescue all three.
Right. Interesting.
Dun dun dun.
Hold on, I have one of this.
No, let's move on. We gotta go. Let's take
Gotta
a
go.
break.
Duly noted.
It's never funny. 2 seconds late. All right, we are going to take our 10-minute intermission, and then we're going to fucking speed through the next chapter. Apparently, we have a speed round, and then we'll save This is a teaser. We're going to save the Mad Libs till after Todd leaves, because Todd was going to have to leave before too long. So we'll save it to the end. And then maybe we'll have like a little spoiler discussion, because there's some things I want to talk about. And kick this first time reader.
Spoilers.
Kick him out. All right, so here we go. Here is our 10-minute break. Everyone, let's mute your mics if you can.
each revelation, these roots of the truth. Your lies are salvation, the call from beyond to know we'd been conned had already been written, had already been written. Show me your
Hello.
My man.
Yeah.
Soy ingeniera de Verizon y hoy estamos activando 5G aquí en San José y a lo largo del país. Con la cobertura de 5G Nationwide y en más y más ciudades, el performance incomparable de Ultra Wideband va a cambiar tu teléfono y a transformar negocios enteros. Estoy orgulloso.
My bad. Wow. Sorry. So yeah, this gave some free advertisement to some company I don't know. So that was Hermit Convention, and that's my friend Craig, and he does most of the music for our channel, and he is a great contributor to kind of what we're presenting and how it feels to be watching us. We appreciate everything he does. So those songs, one of them, the first song was an original song, and the second song was a cover by Sharon Von Etten, and it is just a powerful song. It was really great. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, I love the drums at the end of that. Drums are great.
All right, so we are going to whip through the next chapter, and after that, we'll spend some time with Rob, getting to know him a little bit better.
Yeah.
The gloves are coming off, and maybe some clothes.
Yes. I'm going to miss all this. Oh, man.
Well, you won't subscribe to our Patreon. Dan, we can't hear you.
Oh, no, I think Rob's.
There we are.
Rob is muted.
I haven't unmuted either, actually.
All right, we are professionals.
I was so inappropriate. I'm so glad that didn't go on the line. Because I was doing that. All right. Hey, guys, let's whip through this next chapter. It is Weaving of the Web. It is that lion, that kind of lion that's like a family crest kind of lion. And it's Rand in the inn. Rand wants to go out. Rand's like, come on, buddy. It's time to go out. And Matt is having no part of it at all. I don't even know if Rand has met Loyal, to be honest. It says here, Matt glowered from where he was curled up in a ball in his bed. Take that Trolloc you're so friendly with. Blood and ashes, Matt. He's not a Trolloc. You're just being stubborn, stupid. How many times do you want to have this argument? So maybe he's met him. Maybe he's met him, but has just been like a dick to him and is just curled up in his bed. But he's calling a Loyal and a Trolloc here. What a jerk!
Dick. No.
Yeah,
come on.
It's a dick move.
He doesn't want to go. Yeah, he's feeling depressed. He hasn't really left the room. It seems. Rand's like, I'm not gonna keep bringing you food all the way up these stairs. I mean, come on, Rand. It's only, come on.
It's got long legs. You can do it, you know.
It's not that many stairs. I mean, but
time.
Yeah, but still, he's like, come on, I'm not your little narg. Who robbed
you be nice to Nog. My sous chef is great.
Oh, you be nice to Nog.
Oh yeah,
I will as soon as you are, buddy. All you do is just scream at the guy.
You got me.
Anyway.
Focus. Story, Dan. Focus. Come on.
Yes.
Focus.
So Matt seems kind of sick. But Rand's like, all right, man, forget you. I'm going to go check out the city. He's about to go out. But the innkeeper kind of holds him back. He says, hey, there's someone who's been asking about you. He's like, yeah, apparently there's some like weird beggar that's mentioning you and your friend by name or something. He's like, this is, so just so you know, he's probably some crazy dude. And Rand's like instantly like, oh, it's a dark friend.
Yep.
And he's like, no. You got dark brand on the brain, buddy. I mean, that's a literal quote. You've got dark friend on the brain, young fella. So not buddy, no, young fella.
Not your buddy, pal.
And not literal.
Yeah. So he also mentions that there's strange shapes that have been commented on around Camelin, and he kind of laughs this whole thing off. And Rand's like, "What do you mean strange shapes?" He's like, "I don't know, Trollocs, whatever,
Shadowmen."
Yeah, whatever.
What about a 50-foot? A 50-foot Luz Theron, right?
Nice. Yes.
That's what the rumor is, that there's a 50-foot Luz Theron wandering around outside.
Well, Basil Gill is having none of it. He's like, hey, rumors come and go. I'm an innkeeper. I hear all this shit all the time. So whatever. But just be careful. You were walking out there with the red man. We're all good Queens men. May the light illuminate. Much love, much love, much love. So yeah, man, peace out. Yeah. But there's two dudes watching the inn from the outside. Go out the alley. Rand skitters out the alley, and there's like a bodyguard at like the entrance to the alley, named Lundwig or something. Lamgwin. Yeah, that's what it is. Lamgwin.
What a name.
And Lamgwin seems like a pretty badass dude.
Lumgwin is Lumiere's older brother from Beauty and the Beast. That's what it is.
Thank you. That's what it is.
Don't you make a mean Lamgwin pie?
No one's got a cool cleft in their chin like Lumgwin.
Lamgwin.
I eat 4 dozen eggs for breakfast.
Kick out the guests. Kick out the guests. You know, instead of be our guest, Lamwing kicks out the guests. You know.
Nice.
Prevent the yeah. So Lamgwin's watching the alley. Rand creeps by, and he's like, "Hey, don't go far. If shit goes down, we're gonna need someone with that badass sword, buddy."
That's right.
You're a tough guy. And Rand's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
You know your way around a fight, don't you, boy? No.
Right. And how do you respond to that? But saying, yeah, totally.
Wait, say that one more time.
How else do you respond to that? Do you say no, or do you go, yeah, I totally can, yeah, I'm tough. I got this sword. What? Yeah,
give him the Billie Eilish.
Or you're just like, oh, it's for show.
Duh.
Yep.
The bad guy.
So I mean, is Rand just pulling a great bluff, or is he like, is he actually getting tougher, but inside he's not perceiving it that way, but the world's perceiving him correctly? Or is he posturing and it's just working and paying off, and people are just like fooled? What do you think's going on?
I mean, what I heard there is basically Rand full of shit.
Yeah,
totally.
Well, I mean, he's surviving, and it's a great, technique.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. Yeah. He's riding it. He's riding the coattails of just all this luck, man. I think, like, yeah, buying the red cloak to wrap around his sword.
Right.
He got lucky on that one.
Lucky.
Well, we say, you say the words lucky, but he walks out into the street and he notices it's about a 10-to-1 ratio of white to red.
Right. But it was good in the sense that, because the red means he's a Queen's man, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he wonders if Master Gill. Right.
Yeah, Master Gill saw that. He's like, Queen's man laddie. Like,
let's explore that for a second. So what if the white was cheaper? What if the white was 3 times cheaper than the red, and Matt and Rand show up to Master Gill's and still had Tom's flute case, still had his cloak, and we're like, yeah, we're friends of his, and I just bought this to cover up this fucking badass heron mark, baby. Do you think that Basil Gill would have Basil Gill? Basil. Do you think Basil Gill would have like turned them away, being Tom's friend, if they just Rand would have explained, saying, "Oh yeah, no, I just bought this off like a guy like 500 yards that way. I just bought this shit, or whatever."
Yeah, it would have been an entirely different outcome.
Yeah, it might have been, huh?
Just he could have taken him in the back and was like, "Nah, you got my boy's flute. Now I'm gonna take your life." Like it could have been, it could have gone terribly wrong, I think.
Okay.
Please.
Interesting. Okay. Very good. Very good. I like these. And no, this is perfect, Todd. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing great today, by the way. You're doing fantastic tonight.
Thank you.
I'm falling in love with you all over again.
Each and every day, right, Ryan?
Just every episode, right?
Every episode. Like one time he had bad lighting and I was falling out of love with him, but he corrected it and instant.
He corrected it.
And then it was just back in.
I was like mesmerized. Oh, look at that. Let's just do the Todd solo show.
Todd.
We'll just be voice. Would be the voices.
Break it down, Todd. Break it down. What's your whole take on this whole everything, man? Where are we at? We're halfway through this book, over halfway. Where are we going with this shit?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Break it down.
The pattern weaves. The pattern. We're seeing the Great Lace weave before us.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Yes.
Get your notes.
We're seeing the lace of ages being woven.
Now, do you think that what is the biggest foreshadowing you think you've encountered so far? Going back?
Like in the whole book?
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I think it goes back to the dreams, like that Rand has, like right in the beginning, about being in the city and what he did to this city moment where he's like being swept away by crowds and stuff. Did you get all that?
Please start again. I don't want to miss a word you said. You broke up for a second. Start over.
Yeah.
It was just like a beautiful oil painting. We didn't hear anything.
I know. So, it goes back to like one of the first dreams that Rand had, about being in a city and being like loved by everybody, and now he's like in a city. He's in Camelin and about to see Logain. I think there was something foreshadowed right there in that dream.
Okay. Let me help you with that
book.
So you're talking about when he sees that there's some White Cloak shit going on, that people are like bumping White Cloaks, like they're kind of giving this whole like fuck you attitude to these White Cloaks. It seems like they're almost instigating a little violence, right? But they're not doing it. But then the White Cloaks see that Rand is staring, like looking at him. They like kind of glower at him, and it says the White Cloaks noticed him looking at him and stared back as if meeting a challenge. He let a singing swirl in the crowd sweep him out of their sight and joined in their singing. Yes. And then there's a song about Andor. But so he just kind of gets swept up with some awesome little party.
Yeah, so I think, I don't know, that was like there's something there. Robert Jordan's dropping, I think. I don't know.
Smoke weed every day.
But there's so many things, though. I can't really pick everything off the top of my head, man. There's been a lot of reveals, I think. I can't.
You are not prepared.
Sorry,
Exactly.
All right, so he gets caught up into some song. There's some song. Did you have any comment or just anything to say about the song or beforehand before we move on past that?
Nothing much.
Okay.
We can keep
How about
going.
you, Rob? Anything?
No, I think this is pretty just simple stuff. There's nothing crazy going on here, really. He's off out to see the city. We've already talked about Matt being a dick, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's going because there's an event. Logain is coming to the city today. Logain is coming to the city today. So everybody come out and look at the city because it's a parade. Everyone say Logain is coming to the city today. And he wants to go see Logan.
Everyone, Dan wrote that out.
That's the exact song I had in my head when I was.
Do I need to lay down, Ryan, and play guitar?
Here's a question from our Discord. Basil Gill says someone has been asking after Rand, Matt, and Perrin. Who is it? Is it just another dark friend?
This is great. I think it's Pat and Fane, right? It's got to be, right?
That's who you think that dirty beggar is?
Yeah, because they say he was like, all tattered and totally mad, and he knows the names. He's looking for them by name.
Okay, but you don't think that Rand would have recognized him?
That's the other thing, made me think that it wasn't possibly Pat and Fane. So Robert Jordan's really playing that nicely, I think.
Okay.
It's like,
okay.
He's kind of throwing it out there. He's like, this could be him, but Rand doesn't notice him. But I think Rand is so caught up in the chaos of the crowd, and he's far away from him, right? From the beggar. Oh, shoot. I kind of jumped ahead, I guess.
No, that's fine. We're fine. I mean, it's just him winding streets to where he gets like a decent spot in the crowd. The crowd is just kind of pushing. He noticed there's a lot of fucking white stripes around it. There's little clusters of red, but he's like the lone red, it seems, like kind of skidding around based on his description. But yeah, he found a good spot. He didn't need to be in the front. Ryan and I can, and Todd, you're tall too. I feel bad when I'm at a parade or a concert. I try and let people in front of me, and if they're smaller, I don't know, it sucks. So it sucks to be behind us, is what I'm saying. So Rand is pretty cognizant of that. He's like, yeah, I'll just stand in the back. It's no big deal. I'm taller than most people anyways. And then there's a whole disturbance going on across the boulevard. You can just see like the mass of people just making space for something. And out comes this dirty ass beggar. He looks around. He's like, and just points right to Rand and makes like some like weird scream.
That's exactly it.
Rand's like, so Rand is he's
nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So Rand bails. He starts running the other way. He's like nope,
right,
nope,
Rob.
nope, nope,
Yeah,
nope.
it's like
Nope.
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 Look at
Nope.
Nice.
It's not so fun coming back. The chair doesn't move quite as well the other direction.
Nope.
I've got a really long cord on the on the headset, so I can just like go miles around the lounge. It's good,
Wow.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Yes,
Nope.
So he runs out.
That's nice.
Anyway, sorry.
He bones out. He's like, oh no. And he thinks that like he's looking very suspicious because everyone is looking to see Logain. Suddenly fanfare he starts hearing like drums and stuff. He starts hearing like the horns. They start playing like the Andor national anthem, I'm sure. Yeah. Yep, exactly. They're doing that. They're doing all this stuff. They're and Rand had gotten away from the beggar, he feels, but he's like, shit, I'm missing all this stuff. He's looking around and he's like, oh, wait a minute. So these hills kind of all slope up. All I need to see is the entrance to the palace. That's all I kind of need to see. So if I can just get that entrance, and the architecture kind of agrees with this, if I just climb this weird wall here. So he finds a wall by a tree. And he's like, I'm Spider-Man. I can climb whatever I want. He scales up pretty deftly. We should all applaud him. This wall was like at least 12 feet tall. It said it was at least twice his height. So he's over 6 foot. So let's call it a 12 to 13 foot wall. Huge. But so not something you can just jump on and just pull yourself up. You gotta scale this thing. He does so. He gets a perch. There's a tree branch over him, kind of, and he's looking, and he has a perfect view of the whole parade as they go into the palace gates. The whole thing. And there's the entry guard. All the soldiers are coming in. Everyone who helped capture Logain. Everyone who is part of this war. And then there's a cart that has 16 horses. And in this cart is a man who is surrounded by a bunch of women just staring intently at him, that he identifies instantly as Logain. And Logain is a bad motherfucker, guys. Logain, yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's like on the bad scale of like 1 to 10. He's infinity.
Right. He's so tall, long, dark hair, broad shoulders.
So that's Logain as he's coming in. He's just like staring everywhere he looks. Like the people are just like, boo Logain, boo Logain. And he stares at them. They go, oh, you're beautiful. Oh. And then he passes, and then they like go doubly, boo Logain, boo Logain, boo. They're throwing stuff at him. He just is like,
what he says,
doesn't even care.
Rand.
Nice, Rob. Yeah. What does he say? Talk to me, Todd.
I like what Rand, he says he was king in every inch of him.
Yeah.
Was king in every inch of him. So he's a badass mofo.
Well, and also one of his like descriptors right off the bat is that he was undefeated.
Oh, he looks undefeated. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like he was defeated, right? Because holy moly, that was a dude who had charisma for miles, and was able to just shut everyone up just by staring at him. And when he entered the palace walls, he ends up just howling with laughter as he's going in. Just what a nut, and what a confident nut, yeah. So Rand is watching this from afar. Rand's like, wow, that's wow.
And actually, this is a good part. From the Discord, won't say her name again. While the people are celebrating the capture of the false dragon, what are they ignoring about this situation?
Capture the false dragon. What are they ignoring about this situation? I don't know. That's a dang good question.
You gotta dang good question. The official dang good question from Todd.
Damn, it's a good
I
question.
mean, they're not like looking. Okay, so they're not looking at like, you know, there's two women that are on either side of them, and not noticing all the horses like parading, and kind of Rand kind of brings this up. He's like, "Whoa, man, those look like Aes Sedai." And those look like, he's like totally convinced that they're like Aes Sedai, and the warders are like, you know, trotting beside him. And so maybe, I don't know, the crowd's not noticing that.
Awesome. Yeah, good question.
Well, we see that there's more than just Andor was involved in this operation.
Yeah.
We see that there's other armies, other banners from other countries. We see the golden bees of Ilion, the
golden
three
bees.
white crescents of Tyr, the rising sun of Karheim. Others, many others of nations and of cities, and of great men with their own trumpets, their own drums to thunder their grandeur. But it was anticlimactic next to Logain. Logain's just like Brad Pitt standing up there with dark hair, just like, just so gorgeous, and everyone's just like, "Oh Jesus, what are we doing?"
Oh, that's right. So yeah, that's something else the crowd's not realizing, that this is not over. You know, it's just a parade to make it look like he's been captured, maybe. That's what it is.
Well, that's what Rand's saying. Rand's like, well, he wouldn't be in a cage if he wasn't captured, right?
Yeah. So yeah, this is not over yet. That's what people aren't realizing.
So Rand is confused why those women why those Aes Sedai were watching him. And he says so out loud. He says, quote, "Why were the Aes Sedai watching him?" He wondered out loud. And a voice answers him. A voice is like, they're keeping him from touching the true source, silly. And Rand goes, "Wait, what the fuck?" And looks up, and it says, he jerked to look up towards the girl's voice, and suddenly his precarious seat was gone. As Malkier is gone, his precarious seat is gone.
The ghost of Malkier.
Malkier talks, but Malkier is not seen. It said he had only time to realize that he was toppling backward, falling, when something struck his head, and a laughing Logain chased him into spinning darkness. Welcome back, Rob.
Sorry.
I said that Rand's perch was precariously, and it was gone, just like you were.
I was being a method actor. I was, reliving my moment on the Dusty Wheel when I played Rand.
You were Rand, exactly.
This scene, and I fell from the wall. So, and I could say that now that Todd's actually got up to that point in the books.
Right. And he'll be able to see my role next week when we actually meet.
After next week, then he can go watch that episode of Dusty Wheel.
Yeah,
dude, I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch it.
We got to wrap up for Todd.
All right, so the next chapter is the Web Titans. Do you have any predictions about that?
Yeah, the web's got no more room for all this changing and weaving.
Okay. So the web itself actually tightens. The next one is old friends and new threats.
Ooh, I hope Tom comes back.
Oh,
okay. Old friends.
I'm hoping.
Tom comes back. Okay.
Dude, I want to see Tom back in
and
action.
Finally, we would have Remembrance of Dreams, chapter 42.
Ooh, that's gonna go deep into the Balsamon dreams, maybe.
It does have two ravens as its icon.
Ooh, yeah, ravens, carrion eaters.
Okay.
That's no
Todd,
bueno.
as always, as always, you are
stellar,
man. Oh, and happy belated birthday! Todd's birthday was just this last week. So, guys, everyone, list.
Thank you.
He could finally drink.
He can finally drink. Yeah, how's the
waited
feel?
all these years.
You can vote. Hey, did you vote?
Actually, I have, and I'm gonna drop my ballot off tomorrow in the Dropbox, the ballot Dropbox. Yes, rock the boat.
I voted as well, and I had to show so many forms of ID because they're like, "You're a puppet," and I'm like, you know what? Check.
But have you seen this dude that's attached to my ass though? Like, you know,
check the Constitution, baby.
Puppets can vote.
So Todd, whenever you need to leave, go ahead. You feel free to drop. We love you, baby. And
All right, boys.
To Rob, I think a little bit.
Rob, it was awesome to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you too, Seth.
I can't wait to watch that show where you portray Rand.
It's a good show.
Until next week, everyone, Todd's band is It Looks Like a Black Hole. It's all one word. It's all lowercase letters. You can find them on pretty much anywhere you can find music. Go ahead and look them up. We generally play them. We are not doing it right now, but they're great. They're great. So, Todd, read up, my man. We'll see you next week.
All right, back to the book.
I love you.